On today's show,
we play Is This News with Damari's knee surgery, Steph's banged up shin, and the Knicks matching last season's win total.
in Crossfire, we debate the all-star hopeful that needs some extra support and if it's time to expand the rosters beyond 12.
And sorry, Dirk, we done did you dirty in this week's meme team.
It's Wednesday, January 6th. The starter starts now.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to The Starters. Whether you're listening to the podcast or catching us on NBA TV and or YouTube, we're happy to have you. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tass Mellis.
If you're lactose intolerant, shut this off.
To his right, the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friends.
Lee. And last, certainly not least, Starters blog editor, Trey Kirby.
Hey-o!
Hey-yo! Trey, what's popping on the internet today?
Well, I'm over here at the internet looking for your best tweets at #TheStarters. And guys, just yesterday, we were blessed enough to hear our own Lee Ellis say the word swag. Lee, hit us up one more time.
Swag.
Great stuff. But apparently he wasn't the only one talking about swag last night, because Mark Cuban on last night's episode of Lee's favorite show, Shark Tank, had this to say about swag. Swag is me being able to tell everybody around me what to wear. I guess that's true when you're a billionaire. This is where you come in at home. We need you to tweet us your best made-up Mark Cuban quote. You know, something like, I don't go a day without using my dude wipes. Gotta stay fresh.
Right.
If you got something better, tweet it to us. Use #TheStarters, and we'll see your best answers a bit later.
Second favorite show, by the way.
What's your favorite
number
show?
one.
Well, this show and then Ellen.
You go home and watch
Wow.
this show?
Jeez. Downgrade.
All right.
All right, it is time for our Pick'em Payoff show. The monthly show where someone gets embarrassed. Skeets has lost for the second time in a row.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long ago where I lost 3 in a row. Last year, almost to the day, I had to eat a pound of fruitcake.
Yep.
It was terrible. I couldn't get through it. I mean, my plastic knife couldn't really get through it, and then I couldn't get through. That's basically where I got. But today,
Not
Skeets,
bad, not bad.
today,
The end of it?
this is what you gotta do.
Oh, no. Oh, dude.
2 liters, 2 quarts, 64 ounces of the most delicious Southern Comfort eggnog you will
I
find.
like how we have a bowl. It looks thick.
God.
Extra thick, I think.
It's vanilla spiced.
Oh,
One of the best spices.
I have to drink this much during the show? Do we have an hour show today?
It's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas.
Okay. I have 2 questions. First off, it's 10 days from the holidays? Is this legal
Yes.
eggnog? It's not expired?
That's
Nope.
legal nog.
It's legal nog. And I guess the other question is, do we have a garbage bin around here?
That's a good idea.
Because I don't think this is going to go
Can we
well.
get a garbage bin? A garbage bin is coming in for you.
We're gonna need a bigger garbage bin, Carlos.
Oh my God.
This is really weird. I've never had eggnog.
That is amazing.
Well,
never
you're
had
getting
it.
a lifetime's worth right now.
Wow, it's really thick, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Looks like you're drinking glue.
Oh, easy.
Wow. That's the spirit.
Yeah,
That's the spirit.
All right. So, yeah, we'll try and take this down. If you guys are
Well,
thirsty,
you'll
I mean,
try
by
and
all
take it.
means.
Not, You'll try and take it down.
All right, look.
My uncle loves this stuff.
Let's play a little Is This News? If you're new to the show, there's a lot of fun. Trey rounds up some recent NBA headlines. He'll pitch them to us, and we have to determine whether or not it's actual news. So, Trey, take it away. What's our first?
First headline was seen on the Toronto Star. Raptors forward Damari Carroll undergoes knee surgery. Is this news?
I'm going to say this is good news, even for the Toronto Raptors.
What?
He's not right. He needs to get better for the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's when his money will be made. If he's not right going into the playoffs, then what good is Damari Carroll on this team? You saw him when Jimmy Butler crushed him for 40 points in the second half on Sunday. He bit his tongue afterwards. He didn't want to say that he wasn't right. Well, he wasn't right. And it's going to be about 8 weeks at a max. Let's hope. You never know with arthroscopic surgery, but that's 2 months, 3+ months till the playoffs. Then he's got a month to work it out. This is a good time for them. They got 3 easy games, then 1 game in 8 days, then a 7-game homestand. This is the best time for Damari Carroll to get right.
They're 7-6 without him in the games he's already missed this season, and things haven't quite worked out as they would have liked, simply because he hasn't really been healthy for most of the season. So I think it's right as well. It's best to just sit him down, hope he gets right for the playoffs, and hope he can come back and he doesn't need too much sort of match conditioning to get back in shape, because he is still their best perimeter defender, even though statistically they're better off when he's not on the floor. But again, that's just a new team, a new system, new environment. He's just very, very good player, and they do need him healthy.
By the sounds of it, James Johnson, who started cemented in his place in the last Raptors game. He's going to get the first crack at it, says Dwayne Casey. Terrence Ross, you'd imagine, is going to get a whole lot more minutes. And Terrence Ross has had let's be honest, a pretty brutal season. Though the last 10 games, he's slowly started to find a shot and turn it on a little bit. I'm with you guys. It is sort of good timing in a weird way. The Raptors have the Nets, Wizards, and Sixers coming up. Then they only play one game in 8 days, and then they have a good homestand. So if he's going to be injured, if he's not 100%, now's the time for him to get that rest.
Yeah, now's the time for you to take a sip.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
So it's news to us, Trey. What's the next one?
All right, next headline comes to us from ESPN.com, and it reads, the Knicks have already matched last season's win total. Is this news?
Yeah, it's news.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. They won 17 games last year.
At this
They've
stage,
tied it. Great.
they had 5 wins at this stage last season.
Yeah, what were they going to be worse than they were last year? They went and got real players.
I'll tell you what.
Lopez and Aflalo, they have a real team.
Yeah, I predicted that they'd make the playoffs
did.
preseason. I'm not sure that they will at this point because
Right.
the East is so good. But it's news because it's a huge New York market. We have to watch so many of their games on national television. So that's news because we get to watch a capable basketball team instead of that thing we watched last year.
Them being 17 and 19 to me is not news at this point. But what is news is them taking 2 games from the Hawks in a home-and-home series. We saw them beat them again there last night. That was pretty impressive to me. I think this is the best basketball they've played this year. And then the other news to me is the little fight that we saw, Kristaps Porzingis standing up to Kent Bazemore and Carmelo Anthony stepping right in there, having his back. I mean, this is what Knicks fans want to see.
Yeah.
Porzingis, first off, not backing down from anybody, and then Melo coming in his defense.
Well, this is why it's news, though, for me, because they can see a future right now if you're a Knicks fan. I mean, Melo's not going to be around there forever, but Porzingis is a young player, a star player already. And if you're a Knicks fan, you've got to just hope in a couple of years when his body matures and develops, that looks disgusting.
Don't mind me, Lee. Just keep talking, man.
One more ladle, please.
You have to be pretty excited with what you're seeing from the Knicks. I think it's good news for them.
Skeets has already crushed the
I know,
cup
you're
of
doing
that.
really
I
well.
haven't put really a dent into the bowl,
did,
though.
you did.
Okay, it's a good start. Well, I'm not feeling well.
That's well
All
done.
right, so I mean, we disagree on this one, but it is nice, like you said, with the Knicks on national TV a lot of times, it's nice that they're a capable basketball team.
And one other small thing. People want to go to New York.
For sure.
And the claim that no one wants to go to LA, no one wants to go to New York because they're bad, that changes just like that. As soon as you get a future like this team already has
Right
within
now,
2 months of the season, that's pretty cool. And I think people are going to want to go there.
All right, next one, Trey.
Next headline comes to us from SI.com, and it reads, Warriors guard Stephen Curry, leg, plans to play through pain. Is this news?
No, this is not news.
Really? You don't think so?
A star playing through an injury? That's
No,
not news.
you're-
Most stars play through some sort of injury at some point in the season. LeBron
That's fair.
James took a couple of weeks off last year. He's probably going to take some time off this year. I mean, it's news because you don't want him to injure himself anymore, of course. You want him to be 100% healthy, but...
And that's what he keeps doing, Lee.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
he keeps playing in these games. He keeps getting hit in the shin, as he said.
He's called it a magnet.
Yeah.
Because people, and I wonder if people might, you know.
But again, I think most stars, if you look back, especially like Michael Jordan and Magic and all those guys, everyone has played through injuries. Unless it really makes you sit on the bench, a lot of these guys go out because they feel that duty to go out and play unless they simply cannot.
I don't think Steph has the reputation for being tough, and I think that's a little unfair. He is tough. He's playing through this. Just because he had those ankle injuries early in his career doesn't mean he's not tough. But he's calling this frustrating and annoying, and I think this is news because it's annoying a superstar player that only has 2 wins, or 2 losses, I should say, under their belt. I think that is a recipe for a few more losses. We're talking about one of the best teams ever right now that could go 72-10. If this is going to bother him, like he said, it would take approximately a month for him to get extremely healthy. They may sit him down just for a game or 2, even though it's not going to get worse with him playing. It just may mean a few more losses.
I think it could be news if, again, he does re-injure this somehow playing through these games. And I think it's news to some extent when you look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs.
Can you get a sip of that?
And the way
while
Greg,
you're drinking
don't worry about me drinking it. I'm
quite
drinking
worried.
it during the entire show. I'm trying to say something about the comparable. You compare this to Greg Popovich on the Spurs. He would definitely be sitting Steph Curry
but
with any sort of injury.
Yeah, I mean,
think that's what's unique about this a little bit.
But I think as well, if you look at like Durant and Westbrook and all these guys, they're always at the end of the season saying, I had bumps and bruises and I had to get through them. And I think, again, with Steph, it's not destabilizing him too much. He's just out there and he's got to play through a few bumps. I think a lot of players have to do that.
That's
Most
true.
players.
All right, Trey. Well, I think we got time for one more as I sip on my nog.
Yeah, final headline comes from the Associated Press, and it reads, amid a 9-game skid, Hornacek takes Suns bowling. Is this news? That's S-U-N-S, not S-O-N-S. Didn't take his Suns bowling.
Okay. This is news if Markieff Morris threw a bowling ball at Jeff Hornacek. Otherwise, I mean, I don't see how this is news at all. They went bowling. Cool.
Yeah.
It's news if they bumped into Andrew Bynum at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Andrew Bynum plug. They have chemistry problems. They're
Yeah.
doing all they can.
Does bowling fix that?
Brandon
Maybe.
Knight said they had fun. I mean, sometimes
Oh,
you just
Brandon
have to-
Knight said they had fun.
Yeah, you just have to get your mind off basketball. I think
Right.
Yeah,
sometimes
okay.
you're in such a rut like that, you have to sort of break that monotony and that same cycle. And I think it's good for them. I mean, who knows? We'll find out if they lose another 5 games in a row or not.
And then what? You go play darts?
Play cricket.
Yeah, sure. Talk me up.
Almost. You're almost at.
All right, we gotta take a break. Can I keep drinking the nog during
Oh,
the
yeah.
commercial break? Okay, good to know.
I hope you do.
Trey, get the Periscope going. Watching me drink nog.
Yeah,
throughout
check
the
my
commercial.
tweets.
Yeah, check the tweets. All right, when we come back, have a little bit of crossfire fun. Tass and I will go head to head in that, and we got some more Dirk hilarity when we get into the meme team. So don't go anywhere. We'll be drinking eggnog for the next 2 minutes. You're watching the Starters.
Crossfire, easy. You're gonna spill that nog. This is how it works. Skeets is gonna be sipping that the entire time. Hope he makes that noise because you're gonna win. You're gonna win with the people at home who are voting after 3 topics that Trey gives us. Trey, please give us that first topic.
Yeah, if you're following along at home on Twitter, you get to vote and pick the winner. If you think Tass is winning, tweet hashtag Tass wins. If you think Skeets is winning, tweet hashtag Skeets wins, especially if he pukes. And we'll begin with round 1 here of an all-star edition of Crossfire, and we'll begin in the Western Conference. We've already seen the first returns, so which West player needs more support? Here we go.
Anthony Davis is still a great basketball player, and he needs more support.
There goes my garbage
Pick
can.
up that
down.
garbage,
Yeah.
garbage can down. He needs more support. Don't blame him because his team is bad, because his team has already traded or released 3 backcourt players this season. Omer Asik isn't a shell of himself. He's not even that. I say his numbers are down. He's still 23, 11, and 2.5 blocks. He belongs in the All-Star game despite his team being bad. His team is also going to get better this month. They have the easiest schedule in the league in January. He needs to be there.
Western Conference player that needs more support. He's 8th currently in the Western Conference front court voting. It's DeMarcus Cousins. You want to talk about a guy on a bad team with unbelievable numbers? I think it's Boogie. It really is. Have you seen this guy play recently? He is a beast as a big man. Those are rare sort of in today's game. His 25, 11, 3 numbers. He actually has better per 36 numbers than Anthony Davis across the board outside of blocks. So the stats are there. He's fun in an all-star game. I think he deserves to be higher than 8th. I think that's a bit crazy to me.
It's unlikely both those guys make it. There's just
Yeah,
too many
you're
forwards, and
probably
Kobe
right.
stealing a forward spot.
probably
All right. Round 2, it's time to pull a Busta Rhymes and switch it on him. Which Eastern Conference player needs more support? Here we go.
With apologies
Trey,
to Paul Millsap, I'm going Jimmy Buckets. I'm keeping it simple. Jimmy Butler with the Bulls. He's 4th right now in the East in terms of the guards. He's the best guard in the East. I'm sorry, I love Kyle Lowry, but Jimmy Butler is the best guard in the East. You can't tell me otherwise.
Pound it, bro.
You can't. So he needs to be in there. He needs more votes. He's in Chicago for crying out loud.
He's gonna get there. I don't think
got
he
the-
needs any support.
Well, he's got the cowboy charm. I'm sure you can do a good campaign around that. So it's got to be Jimmy Butler.
Wade and Irving are there in terms of votes right now. I think Butler, Lowry, Wall get there. The guy who needs some support is Isaiah Thomas. We want a little guy in the All-Star game. Why not? He is the leading scorer on the playoff team in the Celtics. He's their best offensive player. And the numbers, they're not incredible. But like I said, we want a little guy in the All-Star game. We want a guy that little kids out there can relate to, just like Steph. People look up to him. People will look up to Isaiah. And we'll love watching him. We don't need another 6'6" guy in there. We need another 5'10" guy
Back
in
to
there.
Paul Millsap, though, quickly. He's got like 10,000 votes. That's it. That's it.
I feel so
Not
bad
many
for him.
votes.
That's crazy.
All right, round 3. Our final topic has been buzzing around the internet a bit lately, and it concerns the size of all-star rosters, which currently sits at 12. Should all-star rosters be expanded? Yes or no? Here we go.
Well, it's funny you brought up Isaiah Thomas. I say yes. For guys like him to possibly get into these games, guys like Mike Conley in the years past, DeMarcus really in years past. He got in as an injury replacement last year. Why not?
I mean, make it 18, make it 20.
Look, Tom Ziller has a point over at SB Nation. Teams in the NBA are 15 deep. Why is the All-Star game 12? Why don't we just make it 15?
Well, you basically have all-star rosters at 15 already with injury replacements. You have 12, and a couple guys get injured. They're 14 or 15 deep already. It doesn't really matter. I don't get that roster
okay,
thing.
do 15 and then don't worry about naming injury replacements. Hopefully you don't have.
Well, you're going to
10
have
guys
injury
injured.
replacements. I don't get it
Why?
anyways. There's 13 active guys on a roster. 10 of them play. What does it matter? It doesn't really matter to me. When we look at guys'
I'm
careers,
tired of caring about the All-Star game, getting worked up about it. I really am. I think I'm
50-50,
getting old.
get your points in!
I think I'm getting old.
well,
I am.
listen, when we look at guys' careers and we deem if they're Hall of Fame, can we please get, oh my
just
God,
chugged
he
that,
almost
try and get some
vomited.
votes.
He almost vomited. Then I would have definitely won.
Sorry, Skeets. Tess wins!
Yes!
Congratulations, Tessie!
so
52% of the votes.
So close. Wow, even closer. Good job, Tess. Do you want some eggnog? Let's celebrate with some
Yeah,
eggnog.
let's take a break. Well, let's do
We
that.
gotta take a break. When we come back, oh, it's our favorite internet moments from the past week. You'll be getting the meme team. You're watching the starters. Where is that garbage can? Back with the starters. We asked you earlier in the show for some made-up Mark Cuban quotes. We told you to hit up Trey on Twitter, #thestarters. Trey, you got a few of the best ones.
Yeah, I got a lot of good tweets from people. One comes from Graham Chappell, who goes with skinny jeans. I don't get it. That's a classic Cuban quote.
Classic.
Actually, a real one. Raul Santos says, they should call me the Jet since I own 3 of them.
nice.
My favorite is from CP3 Xavier, who says, my favorite NBA player is DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, nice.
Good job, people.
All right, keep it coming. Before we get to the meme team, if my wife Nora is watching, I would just like to cancel our dinner plans tonight. We were supposed to go for sushi tonight. That will not be happening.
That's not a great idea.
No, so we're just gonna call it an early night. I'll probably be in the
But
washroom.
you're doing
I'm
really
doing
well.
all right.
Really well,
Doing
yeah.
all right.
This is your third glass. I mean, we're basically down to 2 ladles full and a glass.
Yeah.
You're my favorite sportscaster. If DeAndre Jordan is Mark Cuban's favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Well, let's get to the meme team. Let's
Oh,
get to the
yeah.
meme team. We scour the internet every Thursday, but we're doing it, of course, on Wednesday. No show tomorrow. But it's our favorite weird and wacky moments from the past 7 days. Tass.
At number 5, Rajon Rondo wasn't playing Tuesday, but he found his way into the meme team because of this action on the bench. Check him kicking Darren Williams ever so slightly. Just to know that he's there. Just to throw him off his game.
Cheeky.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen Rajon Rondo do that this season. Check him tugging on Wesley Johnson's shorts. Right by the bench there. October 28th. This is what he does.
Shout out to doing this back in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
And then we had this other odd, strange Rajon Rondo moment where he acted as a dead weight. He wasn't enjoying the help, or he wasn't getting enough of
A
it.
lot of help.
He's not that heavy.
No, he needs 5 guys to try. What, did you drink 2 liters of eggnog? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Get up.
All right, number 4. Monday night, Dirk delivered one of the best lowlights of the season. When the old man just got denied on the dunk attempt after a goaltending call. Oh, that's rough.
Dirk's got them hobs.
He tweeted, though, had some fun with it. Yo, that rim was 12 feet high.
At number 3, we figured out why Hito Turkoglu retired. Because he wanted to take advantage of his beautiful singing voice. This is him on The Voice Turkish version. We tried to listen to it. We couldn't make out anything, but he sounded okay.
She seems to love it.
That's right. She's
Must be
definitely
killing it.
enjoying it. Yeah. The other 3 didn't turn their chairs around.
Is he a better singer than a dancer? Because he's a great dancer.
Really?
Basketball, singing, and of course dancing.
He's like Jamie Foxx. All right, number 2, Mavericks guard JJ Barea, who is generously listed as 6 feet tall. He fell victim to an unfortunate short joke prior to a game this past week. Per Reddit, Puerto Rican point guard had his locker room chair swapped with a baby seat. He doesn't understand. He's small.
Number 1, the Pistons got creative in advocating for Andre Drummond's first All-Star appearance.
Jump man. This boy's up to something. He just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out of the country. This boy's up to something. He just not just bluffing. He don't have to call. He hit his hands like Usher. Woo! He just found his tempo like he's DJ Mustard. Woo! He hit that Ginobili with his left hand like woo! He's searching for answers. I do not know nothing. Woo! I see him tweaking. They know something's coming. Woo! Drummond. This boy's up to something. Woo! Drummond, what was you expecting? Woo! D-Town, Michael Jordan just said, text him, woo!
And that song will now be in your head for the next 24 hours. That's great stuff from the Pistons. All right, final break. When we return, Lili's very solid play of the night. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Starters. Back with the Starters. Here's a look at last night's Pick'em.
Hey, you got to win.
I gotta win!
Well done.
But so did you guys. What a crazy game this Mavs-Kings
awesome.
game was. Oh, great. Tonight, we're all taking the Pacers on the road in Orlando. I'm a little surprised by this. No one taking the Magic. We will find out how we do. Lily, where are we going for the very solid play of the night?
We are heading to Los Angeles for a beautiful little play here from the Warriors. Klay Thompson had 22 points in that first quarter. None prettier than this. Maurice Bates finds him for the layup, and that's what I call a very solid play.
Good stuff, Lily.
Great stuff, Lily.
We have some fan signs.
Yes, we do have some fan signs.
all right,
The first one
man?
comes
I'm
in
not doing
from,
great, Mom. Not great, Mom.
Jarek and his buddies in Chicago there last night. Good job, guys. Also in Chicago was Drew. Trey, you must know these people, do you?
Yeah, us three, those previous guys, we all met up.
Oh, right. And the last one comes in from Thomas Coltrona, who flew all the way from Perth in Australia to go to the Warriors and the Lakers game last night and put together that little gem. Well done, everybody. Keep those signs coming in. They're great.
Well done to Skeets. We're almost there. He's pacing.
man, you got it.
Doing great right now.
Oh, he's not doing well. You got about a minute to finish like a ladle full.
A minute to win it, some would say.
The garbage is empty. It
By the
hasn't
way,
vomited.
By the way, Lee, some of those signs suck. All right? There, I said it.
You're just angry because you've got a belly full of
You
eggnog
sound like
right
angry
now.
Uncle Bob right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
There you
God.
go.
That's it. That's all you have to drink.
Good job.
How much time is the show left?
50 seconds.
50, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to watch this.
Glug, 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 glug.
Shutting it down. Do this one for Tim Raines, man.
You're doing well.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
we're so close. Look,
Come on. Don't fail him now, body.
no show tomorrow. We're back on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll also have the Drop podcast.
Oh, you're going to do it.
You're gonna
2
do it.
liters,
Yes.
2 quarts,
Yes.
64 ounces. Yeah. Crushed it. Crushed it.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Skeets wave, it's true.
I'm gonna vomit, so let's get off the air.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Hold on to it. Just hold on to it.
Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, folks, when you're drinking eggnog, give a head nod to the eggnog gods.
Oh my God. Brace the night, people.